Yo, welcome back to Anything Goes Podcast. I'm your host, AI, where I talk about any and everything. Today, I got a very special video for you guys today. Today, I am talking about my favorite, personal opinion. This is my favorite top 10 animes of all time, to me, in my opinion. So don't come for me in the comment section because this is very subjective. So just being honest with you, stay tuned. So lock in with me as I go through my top 10, explain why they're my top 10, and then you guys let me know in the comments what are your top 10 episodes. So let's get into it. All right, first, on my top 10, I have, and this is kind of a newer one for me, honestly, about a couple years back, but I have Attack on Titan. And again, guys, this is in no particular order. This is in no particular order of my top 10. But if I had to go, we're just going to go from 10 to 1. All right. So I got Attack on Titan right now in my top 10 as, I guess, my number 10 spot, if you want to look at it that way. Attack on Titan showed a lot of different things. For anybody that doesn't know what Attack on Titan is, it's like a kind of in my opinion, it's almost like a post-apocalyptic type world where nobody knows what's going on, like on the outside. There's a bunch of things. There's this place called Paradis Island, and there's a bunch of different things going on. There's titans everywhere, these humanoid like creatures, and it's just kind of crazy. There's a main character called Eren who literally first episode, this is why this anime caught my eye. First episode, y'all, this dude Eren, as a child, I think he's like, I don't know, 8, 9, whatever, he sees his mom get bit, like straight up eaten by a titan. And it's funny because it doubles back to the Titan that ate his mom is his stepbrother's mom who was turned into a Titan. I mean, like, when you listen to me, when you watch this anime, you're gonna understand exactly what I'm talking about. It gets crazy, and it doesn't even stop there. It really doesn't stop there, because when you look at the anime and you're going through all the seasons, I think it got like 4 different seasons. It's like 100 something episodes long, like 130, 150. I'll put it in the video. It's about 150, 130 something episodes long, and I think truthfully that's like a good kind of stoppage for anime. Nowadays, you got a lot of people who are just starting to watch anime, get on this whole anime wave. For all my real anime lovers, please comment down below. We've been here for the long haul, for the longest. So, but a lot of people now got like short attention spans, so it's like hard for people to watch long animes that's plus like past 50 something episodes. For y'all who know, you know. So, Attack on Titan was truthfully one of the best anime, one of the best well-written anime too, in my opinion. It's got to be up there in like top 5 if I'm being honest. It's probably hitting at that like 5th point, but again, be honest, it's in my top 5 as far as well-written shows. And just when you think like the main character Eren, and he has a little group. There's a girl called Mikasa who really likes him, but as they get older and they get into this thing called the Survey Corps, like basically the real world's version of the military, he ain't feeling her, and it's kind of, I feel bad for Mikasa, but it is what it is. Then they both got a best friend named Armin, and he's just like sweetest little kid. But as they get older again, he turned into that dog. He turned into a dog. He still gets his ass beat by Eren, but he turned into a dog. Anyway, midway through the show, Eren becomes a Titan himself. He was already one, apparently, but it shows a bunch in the backstory, so I highly encourage you to go watch it. But he turns into the main villain, and spoiler alert right now. Anything I say about these anime / manga, because it's more than likely both, please, before I say anything, go pause this video, look at the anime, and then come back to this video. I'll be right here till the end of time. So, but moving past that, anyway, Eren is the main villain. You think in most anime, right? You got an MC, you got their main villain, you got the side character, and then you got the best friend and stuff, right? Yeah, no, this one's different. Like, Eren is the main villain. He's the MC and the main villain. And on top of that, he broke the one rule in anime where when someone's powering up and making a transformation, you gotta like let them, get their thing out, like whatever that is. They transform and they got new power up, new form, whatever. You gotta let them get that off. It's an anime unspoken rule. Now Eren breaks that rule and says, "Bop." just hits him dead in the mouth. Hits the Warhammer Titan dead in the mouth, and is like, nah, let me get that. Let me get those powers. You don't want those. So it's pretty cool. I encourage you all to go, check it out. Now, for my next one. This is a bit of a new one for me, personally. Fire Force. I really, really, really have been enjoying it. I've been watching it. I did read a little bit of the manga, and then I did also see some very end things of the manga. Something about Shinra Bancha Man. Again, spoiler alert. If you don't know, go watch it, go read it, and then come back. But it's something with Shinra Bancha Man. I don't even know what it is. I looked at it. I thought it was fire. I thought it was literally, no pun intended. I thought it was cool. And so I ended up watching it. I'm only on the first season right now. I think I'm about to be on the second season. Lately, it's been going good. It's like an anime where there's this world of people who have these pyrokinetic powers, and they have they're either called second generation pyrokinetics or third generation. What that essentially means is if you're a second generation pyrokinetic, you can manipulate fire itself. If you're a third generation pyrokinetic, you can legit summon fire. So honestly, I think it's kind of backwards. I don't know. I still don't fully understand it, but I think it's honestly really cool to have that power. And y'all, there's a guy in there called Benny Maru, and I just passed it. It's like episode 7. They have these things called I guess like fire squads or fire stations. I put the right name in the video, but listen, y'all, this dude named Benny Maru, he cold. He cold. I'm just being honest. He cold. He cold. He is by far, and I do mean by far. I don't care who in that show. He is by far the strongest fire soldier in the anime. Hands down. Hands down. Hands down. This man is so strong he can't be measured. Like he on some Goku type shit. He can't they literally have said he is the strongest fire soldier in all of time, and that he's so strong that even the great I don't know, the great church, the great fire church, something like their religious version of something in their anime, no one can measure his abilities, because the reason he's so strong is, remember how I said just a few minutes ago, you have second generation power kinetics, and then you have third generation power kinetics. Now let's combine those. He got both. He can manipulate fire and summon it at will. Not only that, he's a master martial artist. And then he just got raw strength in general. He's fast as fuck and strong as fuck. So how do you beat that? He just fought one of these main villains from the story called the Evangelist. And dog, when I tell you, like, I'm gonna see if I can put the little clip up here somewhere, like right here. But dog, when I tell you, he just touched him. Middle of the fight, like no expression, is like, I guess I'll use my best friend move. And then he touched him, and the dude's whole body incinerated. It was something called an Inferno, which is our like. Okay, I'm gonna backtrack a little bit. What Infernos are in the show is they're essentially, like on my dog, but essentially Infernos are people, normal people who have quote unquote, they don't have fire powers, but through whatever reasoning, which is what the whole main show is about, they're trying to figure out where people combust and become these Infernos from. That's what everyone's trying to figure out. And essentially, an Inferno is whenever someone combusts for whatever odd reason, is spontaneous, so they think. Whenever they combust, they whole body light on fire, and they basically are dying and in agonizing pain. But at the same time, they're becoming what's called an Inferno, and essentially they're becoming kind of like a demon almost, or if not a demon, they're just like becoming a soulless walking fire corpse. And it's the fire soldiers' jobs to essentially kill them and put their soul to rest. And I think it's very cool. You got the main company. That's what they're called. They're called fire companies. The main company that we follow throughout the show is Fire Company 8 with Shinra, Arthur, some other people, and then like their whole company. Pretty cool. I think it's an amazing show. I've been watching it. If you haven't watched it yet, I definitely encourage you to do so. So, with that being said, we're gonna move on to now my seventh most favorite anime of all time. With number seven, and this is just straight from like I guess the manga, is God of High School. God of High School is cool to me personally because I used to do a little bit of mixed martial arts while I was in college, Muay Thai. But for me, it is what God of High School is essentially a martial arts, a martial artist, I guess, kind of favorite fan fiction type of show. It was created on like I can't remember what the actual anime manga came from. I think it was from Webtoon. It originally started on Webtoon, but then it made its way over to Crunchyroll exclusively. And I watched it. It's only got one season. It's like 13 episodes, I think, or 20-something episodes. Again, I'll put it down, in the video. But essentially, it's a martial artist favorite like fan fiction type of show. They have this tournament. There's these people with all these type of martial artist skills. And of course, because of being an anime, they got powers included with it. Now, you follow this main character named Jin Mori, who essentially is the goofiest character of all time. But if anybody knows Chinese mythology and lore, I'm assuming you about to know what I'm about to say. He has the powers of Sun Wukong, the Monkey King. If anybody that don't know that, that's an immortal monkey humanoid creature that is unkillable. I think infinite times infinite, immortal, and you can't beat him because he's the best martial artist in the world. Think about that. Imagine fighting somebody who can't be killed. He's essentially he's OP. But the problem is with Jim Mori, he doesn't know he's Sun Wukong, and he doesn't know that he's OP. He's literally just a regular kid in high school with his friends, hanging out. They're doing these tournaments and fighting people on the side. And they even fight each other, which is crazy. So I'm going to put a little scene up if I can. It was one fight he did in the tournament where he like Taekwondo kicked the guy. And it looked like he broke his neck, but then like he didn't. It was clean. It was clean. I encourage you all to watch it. I simply literally like the anime just because they be boxing. Any guy can understand like they be boxing. So that's the main reason I like that anime. At my number six spot, I have Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer is a great and amazing newer anime. Came out back in 2019. The manga's already finished, but they are releasing the last arc, Infinity Castle arc. If you know, you know. Come holler at me in September. So, but they got like four or five different arcs, and it's amazing. So essentially, the storyline of this anime is that you follow a little kid named Tanjiro. He's like 13 something years old, I think, or very close to it. And essentially he living in like this small village and stuff. Family of like 5 or 6 people. Dad isn't in the picture because he died. He was sick when he was younger. But during this trip into town, he goes to get like some fruits and stuff, and it sounds like normal, right? It sounds very normal. Yeah, when he gets back home, his entire family has been murdered by a demon. Not just any demon, it's been murdered by the very first progenitor, the original demon himself, who is Muzan. Now, because of this, because he's enraged, and now this is the trigger part. This is where things get interesting. Because he has a little sister named Nezuko Kamado. And she also got quote unquote killed. However, she didn't fully get killed. She got turned into a demon because she survived. In the middle of this, trying to figure out what's going on with his sister, there's another guy named Giyu, who is a demon slayer, who is also one of the strongest demon slayers, a Hashira. And he comes to essentially put Tanjiro's sister down. Like, hey man, listen, I gotta pack her up right now. Like, she can't be around here. He's like, no, don't touch my sister. So they get to squabbling, they get to fighting. And essentially, Giyu was like, you strong for whatever odd reason. Hey, hold on. Pop knocks him out, takes him to his old master's house to train and have Nezuko. They put her under some type of, I don't know, man, like some type of spell or something, and she falls asleep. But they put her on a spell where she won't attack regular people. She won't attack any humans. She'll only fight other demons, which they never fully explained it. They never fully explained it, and I wish they would have. But I thought that was pretty cool. But throughout this whole show, Tanjiro and Nezuko, they go off to become Demon Slayers and become a part of the Demon Slayer Corps, and to essentially figure out a cure of how to change Nezuko back to a human. Throughout this whole show, they're fighting demons, they're fighting tough ranking demons, and if you know, you know, there's another Hashira in this show called Rengoku. Kanjiro, I think I'm saying it right. Don't quote me, but we all know him by Rengoku. And he fights the upper moon. Upper moons, what they are is higher ranked demons that are directly under Muzan himself. They call the 12 Kibusuchi. I hope I'm saying that right. I be butchering, Japanese names, but I'm sorry. But it's extremely cool. It's extremely fun to watch. I think the show itself, again, like I said, it has like 5 or 6 arcs. You can roughly round that out to about like 100, 120 plus episodes. The last arc that they're doing, the Infinity Castle arc, it is going to be in 3 parts movies. Personally, I don't like that. Leave me down a comment below what you think about that. Would you wish they had, if you watch Demon Slayer, if you watch anime, do you wish they would have instead made it just 3 separate seasons or a season into 3 parts, how they do with all animes now? Or would you rather have what they did, made them to movies? I don't know. Me personally, I would have preferred the episodes because them fights are clean, because I read the manga and it's crazy. However, you leave me that opinion, down in the comment section. But I think Demon Slayer is a great anime. Personally, watch it. I'm going to put some stuff, or I have probably already put some stuff in here while I'm talking about it so you can kind of visualize it better. But it's a top anime for sure. I don't know where I'm at anymore. I think I'm on number 6, number 5. We're getting into that top 5, so I'm not fully sure. I think I'm at number 6. A lot of y'all going to be mad at me because, again, these are in no particular order, but because I'm doing it in particular order, you probably going to look at me a certain way. Now we get into the big 3. So, out of the big 3, my number 6 spot goes to Bleach. Now listen. I only recently started watching Bleach. Let me backtrack you a little bit. I watched Bleach when I was younger, but I don't remember a lot of it. Don't ask me why. I'm not going to tell you. But I didn't remember a lot of it. It was those Toonami days, Saturdays, and then they just, for whatever reason, anime stopped getting shown. I didn't know what happened. I just started watching anime. But I rewatched all of it in its entirety recently, and I've read all the manga recently. Thousand Year Blood War included. Now listen, with as hype as an anime this is, with its power scaling, with its characters, and with the overall storyline, I gotta give it number 6. Personally, it's better than the ones previously mentioned to me. It is. But I have to give it my number 6 spot, mainly in part due to Ichigo, a damn cheat code, bruh. Spoiler alert coming in. Listen, Ichigo is a fucking cheat code. This man is a human. Fullbringer, by the way. Fullbringer human. He's a Soul Reaper. He's a Quincy. And he's a Hollow. He's literally the Soul King, dog. Like, listen. First of all, for y'all who don't know what Bleach is, just like for those who don't know what anime is, Bleach, this show, right? It's not what you think. It's not an anime show about Bleach, okay? Yeah. Now follow me. Okay, Bleach is a show about, there's these 3 different worlds. There's the world of a living human world, what we live in. There's a Soul Society world. Essentially, it's kind of like and this anime is their version of heaven, I guess you can say. And then you have Hueco Mundo, which is where Hollows live, or essentially hell. Okay? Three different worlds. Stay with me now. In the world of the living, people who die but don't follow soul reapers to the soul society, their bodies and their spirits essentially become hollows. Okay, these hollows attack people for their spiritual energy, for their spiritual presence, because they need that, because they have a hole in their chest, which why they're hollow. They're hollow. They ain't got no heart there. They got a hole in their chest. Okay, you follow me? You follow me? And these hollows, they attack people in the world of the living, but the people in the world of the living, unless your spiritual pressure, or I guess your energy that you give off, in a sense, for those who can understand that, if your spiritual pressure is high enough, or if your aura is higher enough, it will be attracted to them, and they'll try to come get you. You understand? Yeah. But soul reapers, right? Stay with me. Soul reapers from the soul society come and protect those people in the world of living from hollows, because they fight them. Now, where do Quincy's fall into all this? I'll tell you later. You don't want to know that right now. That's for another video. But essentially, soul reapers fight hollows to protect the people in the world of living. Now, back to Ichigo, right? So he ends up fighting. He has very high spiritual pressure. He's like 17 years old, and I think one day during some type of, I don't know, something happened. I can't remember that far back, but something happened where this girl, a soul reaper called Rukia, ends up interacting with him, and they end up fighting a hollow together. She's too weak to finish it, so she gives her sword, and all soul reapers have a sword because they wear this attire called a shinigami. But she gives her sword to Ichigo, makes him what you call a substitute soul reaper. In the midst of doing this, this man full on powers up to a soul reaper and one shots the hollow. Okay? No prior training, no prior sword skill training, no prior nothing. Now, granted, he is physically fit, strong, fast for a normal human. He's a 17-year-old boy, but no prior soul reaper, extra, I don't know, celestial type of power training. And he one shots the hollow. Make it make sense. Somebody make it make sense. Anyway, anime is really good. As they go along in the story, Ichigo, Rukia, a couple of his friends, or the Hime, this guy named Chad, who's his best friend, they all team up. They fight these hollows. They fight upper hollows and stuff like that. It's crazy. It's fun to watch. It's pretty long. It's a pretty long anime for most people. It's about 300 something episodes, and then when you get to 1,000 Year Blood War, that's another like 100 something episodes by itself. So, extremely good anime. I encourage you all to watch it. There's a fight within this anime in their Soul Society arc between Ichigo and this captain of a Soul Society squad 11 called Kenpachi Zakaraki. Go watch it. Go watch it. Go watch it. Just being honest. So, if you like anime, if you like that type of anime, definitely encourage you to watch that. Now, we're breaking into the top 5. My top 5. Some of y'all gonna be annoyed. Trigger warning alert. Just stay with me. At my number 5 spot, I got Black Clover. Also a more recent anime. However, I like it because of the message that it gives and the hard work and determination that you have to do, even when everybody in the world feel like they're against you. So, let me tell you about it, right? Let me tell you about this anime. Let's lock in real quick. So, this anime follows a kid named Asta and his brother Yuno, actually. And they are orphans in this world full of people who are magic wizards. Now, Yuno has magic. A lot of it, actually. His brother, the MC, Asta, no magic at all. No magic at all, actually. Yeah, he is magicless. Literally nothing. You know what he do got? Hard work, grit, strength, determination, speed. That boy a hard worker. Let me tell you something. Anybody who has ever worked really hard at something, been really determined to do something, you can understand. You can know what I'm talking about here when I say this. You can understand me wholeheartedly and fully. You get what I'm saying? All right. So, in this world, and because he has no magic, every single body in this world, they live in this place called the Night Kingdom. There's a couple other different kingdoms. You got Spade Kingdom, Clover Kingdom, Knight's Kingdom, whatever. Bunch of different kingdoms. I think they live in the Clover Kingdom actually, so sorry about that. It's kind of like the deck of cards: spades, clover, heart, and diamond kingdom. Yeah, but they live in the Clover Kingdom, and they have these books that keeps all their spells and magic in. It helps them use their magic efficiently and a better way how you control it. Now they have anywhere from 1 clover books all the way up to 5 clover books. As the clovers grow more, that's how stronger you get, or that's how strong you are essentially. And on top of that, if you have a 4-leaf clover book, it means you're one of the strongest wizards or mages in the show. Now, with that being said, if you have a 5-leaf clover book, that means your book has a demon in it. It's always go back to the demons, right? Huh? I understand. It always goes back to the demons, which is the problem. Look at me. That's a problem. Anyway, but with Asta, he had a 5-leaf clover grimoire book. Now, it starts off every year. They would go to this place to be selected to see which grimoire would actually come to them, because the grimoire chooses you. And for Yuno, when they finally had theirs for, I guess, selection to figure out what, I don't know, squads they would be in, Yuno was able to get a 4-leaf grimoire for like wind magic and stuff. Yuno, however, did not get one until like the very end, when there were 2 mages picking on him for having no magic at all. And it's kind of crazy because when he finally got his 5-leaf grimoire, which obviously had a demon in it, again, spoiler alert, plot twist, the demon that was in it is actually his brother from the past. He got a demon brother because of his mama. Anyway, watch the anime. It's about 170 episodes. The manga is still going on. It's about to finish up and wrap up right now. But yeah, it's pretty exciting. The main reason I like the anime is because, again, like I said, Asa is someone who had no magic at all, y'all. Like, listen, imagine growing up in a world where, I don't know, everybody around you is tall. And because of that, everybody do tall people shit. You the only one that's like 5 foot. You can't do tall people shit. So because of that, you got to work extra hard to do things. You got to have more determination. You just have to do twice as much to just be at their level what they do normally. That was Asta in this world full of wizards and mages, of people who are incredibly strong and have magic. That if that ain't tough, I don't know what is. If that ain't tough, I don't know what is. Anyway, number 4 spot. For my number 4 spot, I got very, very close to my heart, Hunter x Hunter. Now, a lot of people call it Hunter x Hunter, but I remember watching some like panel thing, and the author himself said it's not actually called Hunter x Hunter. That's just there. It's actually just Hunter x Hunter. Now, you follow a kid named Gon, and just like anybody else, this teaches you kind of like, again, a lot of life morals and stuff, and a lot of lessons. Anything for me to have a top 5, top 3 best anime, for my opinion, it's got to give me some moral lessons I can use outside in the real world. And a lot of people gonna say that's crazy. If you watch anime, you know and you understand what I'm talking about. But anyway, going back to what I was saying, it teaches you a lot of life lessons and morals. And personally, some that I kind of use today with certain animes, depends, certain life situations. But the whole story about this is Gon, little kid, he's like 11, 12 years old, and he's on an adventure to go find his daddy. Anybody that know and understand? He went to go get that milk, okay? He went to go get that milk and never came back. But his father, I'm a disclaimer right now, his father's name is Gene. Gene Freak. I know it sounds funny, but I'm going to put it how it's spelled. But his name is Gene Freak. That's his dad. And Gon is on the adventure to go find his daddy, who went to go out to get the milk and never came home. Anyway, but Gene left Gon an actual little message saying like, hey, I got this little game I want to play with you. If you can find me, you'll ask me whatever question you want to. But you got to find me first. This little piece of hair or whatever the case, it's your only clue. Okay? Good luck, buddy. Go have fun. Now, Gene goes on this adventure, meets his friend Killua during this what you call hunter exam, because that's the only clue that his dad gave him is like, hey, I'm a hunter. So in order to find me, you got to become a hunter first. So they go do this little hunter exam together, Gon and Killua. And Killua's just there to, have fun. He's from a family of top assassins in the world. The little kid a murderer, okay? Listen, they do this hunter exam together. They go through the course. For whatever reason or not, Killua at first does not get his hunter license. Gon does throughout these fights. These fights are kind of clean. And y'all, let me tell you something. There's a character in here, kind of like a clown character. He dresses up like a clown, has a lot of clown-like gimmicks and his powers as well. His name's Hisoka. And I think in Japanese more pronounced better is Hisoka. Don't come for me in the comments for saying it like that. Listen, okay? Understand? He a pedophile. Being straight up with you. That's just how I see it. He has a weird infatuation with Gon, and I'm not even gonna put the clip of that in this video, because if I do, I might get flagged. Just being honest. I might get flagged. Anyway, they end up fighting throughout this tournament, throughout this hunter exam. And I'm not gonna lie, like, even though like most people, especially kids, will be freaked out by Hisoka, Gon like, nah, I might not run the hands with you one-on-one, like straight up, but I'm about to sneak you for sure. And that's exactly what he did. But then they end up fighting each other in this different tournament. And when I tell you Gon gave Hisoka the hands, he gave him the work. And I ain't talking about that type of work, but he gave him that. He gave him the work. Okay. So shout out my boy Gon. And then on top of that, later on in the anime, there's another fight with him and this little puppet-like girl. She killed his master. Spoiler alert, by the way. Yeah. She killed his master. Had his head on a plate, everything. Gon's like, nah, we not having that. And proceeded to turn her insides out, literally. So yeah, go watch the anime. It's pretty good. It's about like 100-something episodes itself. Teaches you a lot of things. Teaches you that a little kid will really throw some tantrums. Okay? All right. Now, on to my number 3 spot. As we're looking at this, and first of all, you guys, again, don't forget to like, comment, and share these videos. All right. But anyway, on to my number 3 spot. Very close to my heart, very close to home. Anybody that knows, you know. Dragon Ball. And when I say Dragon Ball, I mean the whole Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, Dragon Ball Super, all of it. The Dragon Ball franchise as a whole. Shout out to my man Akira Toriyama, RIP. Anyway, don't really have to say much for that. Anybody that knows, you know. Dragon Ball is one of the most influential animes of all time. Truthfully, the godfather and the father of all these animes that we love and watch today. Try to match it. Try to be just like it. Some of them get close. Some of them can't. But best anime of all time. Worst father figure. And then the main character, Goku. Truthfully, Vegeta, I'm on your team. For sure. But best, very great anime. Now, my number 2 spot. Top 2 now. Now you can really change these 2 anime. You can make it one A, one B. The other one can be over the other on any given day. Okay? My number 2 spot, as of right now, is One Piece. Yes, the fan favorite, the most loved, still going on anime of all time, and One Piece. First of all, One Piece got 1,100, just about 1,100 chapters, and it's still going on with like 1,000 plus episodes, reaching almost 1,100 if it hasn't already. So there's that. There's a lot of things in this anime, right, that teaches you a lot of things. It got so many things in it, from world building to politics to democracy to enslavement even. It's so many things. And I'm going to put like some stuff in the video so you guys can see it. Like Luffy, the main character, he a dog. Like, he might be stupid. If I'm keeping it a stat with you, he might be intellectually dumb, But when it's time to squabble, that brother got the best IQ of all time. I tell you that right now. He may not start off with that, but at the post time skip, he got the best of all time. And if you know, you know, and you've been catching up with the series, you know that boy that God. So watch the anime. I know a lot of people have a hot take on, oh, I don't watch One Piece because it's so long. I can't do this because it's so long. Listen, let me tell you something. You watch Dragon Ball, you watch Bleach, those animes are like 400, 500, 700 plus episodes. What's 300 more? I'm just saying. What's 300 more? Anyway, can't talk so much about One Piece because it's too long, right? On to my number one spot, my most personal favorite anime of all time. You can feel how you feel about it. I don't really care. All right, my number one anime of all time, Naruto. Naruto, right? I'm talking about Naruto and Naruto Shippuden. More so Naruto itself pre-time skip, but Naruto Shippuden for sure. Naruto, for me, growing up, was the best anime of all time. Let me paint the picture for you. You wake up on Saturday morning, turn that TV on, you hear that classic theme song in the background. I think it's Naruto opening 1 or opening 3. Personal favorite, Naruto opening 9. You turn that theme song on and you see that boy Naruto. Listen. It's the best anime of all time. It's the best anime of all time, okay? It's the best anime of all time. Naruto not only teaches you life lessons, it teaches you how to deal with people that don't like you, that hate you, that try to bully you. It teaches you how to bounce back and stuff like that too. It teaches you hard work, turn everything that Asta did in Black Clover. Naruto did it first. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Naruto did it first. So, and then on top of that, the only thing I don't agree with is Naruto chasing his best friend Sasuke for his whole life. All because he wanted to lead the village and get stronger. So that's the only thing I don't agree with. But hey, love the show, love the show. If you and then on top of it, it has some of the best fight scenes of all time. You got Naruto versus Sasuke Part 1. You got Rock Lee versus Gar in the tuning exams. Listen, I don't think y'all understand. That boy Rock Lee said, "Oh, I can take the weights off. I can take the weights off." Roll the clip. He took them weights off and went stupid. Everybody was looking at Mike Guy like, what's a couple weights gonna do? Like, it ain't gonna do nothing for this man. Like, you think he about to beat Gara, a complete psychopath, by just taking off a couple extra pounds of weight? Man, listen, he dropped them weights and went stupid. He got fast. He was already fast, first of all, because Rock Lee ain't got no ninjutsu or genjutsu. He throwing these. He throwing these, bro. I'm telling y'all, he throwing these. And he fighting a complete psychopath that uses sand to kill people. He dropped them weights and went stupid. He had Gar like, huh? What's going on? Hey, man, somebody come get this little kid in this damn green jumpsuit. He went stupid. Now, granted, spoiler alert, if you have never watched not One Piece, if you never watched Naruto, spoiler alert, I don't see how you haven't seen this scene. Even if you don't watch anime, he still lost. Gar went crazy and broke the boy's arm and leg in half. It is what it is. He was in a losing battle anyway. But that was clean. So you got Rock Lee versus Gar. You got Naruto versus Sasuke Part 1. You got Shikamaru smart ass. Clean as all outdoors. You have the Konoha 11 versus the Sound 4 Ninja from Orochimaru. You got Orochimaru being a little weirdo, biting Sasuke in the neck, giving him a curse mark. Don't even let me jump into freaking Naruto Shippuden, where you got Naruto tweaking out over Orochimaru because he had Sasuke going nine tails and shit. Like, that is the best anime of all time, okay? It's the best anime of all time. I don't know how much to say it. It's so much in that show. So many lessons, so many best scenes, so many clean animations, so many best fights. It's hard to not say that's the best anime of all time. But anyway, that's my top 10 anime of all time. No particular order, even though I named them in particular orders. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Put your top 10 anime down in the comment section below. And I'll see you next time whenever I record. Okay? Y'all have a blessed day. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Y'all have a good peace.